Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Videshi Tarka. First of all, I really want to thank each one of you for 10,000 views on my video regarding scope of Indian chartered accountants here in Canada. So guys, I feel when you actually share your experience, your true experience, it's really helpful for people who are planning to migrate to Canada. Even I watched a number of such videos before I came to this beautiful country. So today, again, just continuing to my previous videos on the scope of Indian chartered accountants or any other professional, I'm going to talk about the importance of resume when you apply for the jobs here in Canada. So guys, it's very common to people, after having good experience in their home countries, be it a chartered accountant, a company secretary, or any other professional, they have a good experience, rich experience with industry, and then too, when they apply to jobs here in Canada, they don't even get interview calls. This happened to me as well, because I'm no exception. So, even after having experience in the big four public accounting firms, big industries, global MNCs, and you are putting everything in the resume and still you are not even getting an interview call, that is very, very disappointing for any person or a professional. So I thought, why not to make a small video for people who are in that, who are sailing in that boat and they're not getting interview calls after they land to this beautiful country. Okay. So guys, first of all, the resume, the length of resume, I always tell this to people, the length of resume should not be more than 2 pages. Now 2 is also a maximum. Try to wrap up your experience, your skills, your qualifications in 1 page. I mean, make it a, divide the page in like 2 sections, wherein you can use one section for telling about yourself, your skills, your education, and other section should be your the work experience. So the idea is be as concise but relevant as you can. Don't go for 3 pages, 4 pages, putting your photographs, doing some fancy stuff. No, that is not going to help a lot. So try to make a concise resume. Maximum 2 pages, but preferably 1 page. And now if I mention what needs to be put in your resume, of course you are going to put about your work experience or qualification. But again, if you have seen my previous videos, don't ever use any specific terminology. Like for example, I've given this example in my previous video also, but just repeating. Like for example, if you are a tax professional, please don't mention that I have worked on Form 16, Form 24Q, I have worked on ITR 123. No, be as generic as you can. Now, generic doesn't mean you start putting other generic stuff about your experience, but generic as in the terminology. Just mention I have worked on the tax returns, on the withholding tax returns, on the tax treaties. So don't mention something which is a country specific thing, right? Like Provident Fund. Provident Fund is a social security for India, but it is nowhere recognized outside India. So put like that I have worked with the social security authorities, with the tax authorities, with the revenue authorities, and so on. Secondly, just try to search a bit on Google that how a US or a Canadian resume looks like. I mean, and for example, if you are in a tax field, so be as specific to your responsibilities. Like, okay, I have worked on a tax return, withholding tax, international tax, transfer pricing. What I'm trying to say is your resume should be generic in the sense of terminology used and specific in the sense of you have the work you have actually done. So don't be generic that, okay, handling team, I'm a team player, doing some computation. I mean, be specific, but don't use any technical jargons. That is what I want to mention here. Secondly, whenever you are applying for a job, I know this is not a secret here, but just to let you know, whenever you are applying for a job, just pick few keywords from the job description you are going to apply and try to fit that in your resume. So the idea is not to lie here, but just tweak your resume in a way that you have at least maximum of the keywords which is there in that particular job description and your resume. Why I am saying so? Because the first stage processing of any job application is always a set software or computer. So computer actually picks up your resume, and computer software is going to pick your resume only if a minimum number of keywords matches to that particular job description and your resume. So even if you have tons of experience and you don't match any keyword which is there in that particular job description, nothing is going to help. So that is something very, very important. Don't be lazy, and you have to actually design your resume as far as any other job is concerned. I mean, respective to a particular job, design your resume, tweak your resume in a way that you have good keywords in your resume which is going to match. So this is going to be very helpful. Why? Because whenever there is a screening done, first stage screening done of a resume, you have keywords and your resumes get selected for the next process. Okay, so now your resume is fixed, you have all the keywords, you have everything set, and say you get an interview call as well. So what happens after that? Okay, so guys, it is a golden rule. So once you are through with that interview thing, you get a call, be very specific to what you are going to say in an interview, because in Canada I've seen recruiters, they have good time to take your interview, so they are in no rush. They will spend a good 30-40 minutes on your interview and they're going to discuss each and everything, and they always look for specific situations or examples to support what you have mentioned in your resume. So be mindful of that before going into an interview. Just jot down few scenarios, few situations. Like for example, if I say I have worked on some complex tax situations, now I cannot only mention this, I need to have the situations, the specific situations also. For example, I can explain a case, or I can explain a particular tax return done in any of the tax years. So what I'm trying to say is, you should have some examples, some situations to substantiate what you have actually mentioned in your resume. This is very important because recruiters take those practical situations very seriously, and if you are successful in giving a particular situation along with all the narration, details, everything, it is going to be considered a very positive point in that particular interview. So don't be generic, don't just talk on a cloud that okay, I'm a good team player, I've managed a team, I've dealt with complex tax situations. But what tax situations? How you are a team player? How you work better in a team? I mean, all those situations substantiated with a practical example is going to help a lot. One more thing I would like to say is, your LinkedIn profile should be updated at all times. Now, use the proper headings, use proper experience, proper bullet points, your experience, your licenses, your education, everything. I mean, your LinkedIn profile is a very good way for recruiters to see about yourself before even they call you for an interview. So, for example, if I've not updated my LinkedIn profile, and if I've not updated my experience properly, if I've not mentioned about myself properly, that is going to last a very bad impression that this person is not active on LinkedIn, which is considered to be a very sophisticated professional platform. So your LinkedIn profile reflects before you actually go into some interview or meet someone. So LinkedIn is very important. And if your resume is fixed, you have the keywords, you have the practical scenarios or examples with you, your LinkedIn is done, there are chances that you will get an interview in white. And be patient, guys. Don't be in any kind of a rush, accept good jobs. That's it. So this is what I wanted to just discuss in today's video, that I have seen people, including myself, that after having good experience, good 7-8 years of experience, people don't easily get the interview calls, and these are a few reasons. So your resume is very important. I'm not a professional career counselor or a recruiter, but again, this is only and only basis my practical experience and what I have seen applying jobs here in this country. So I hope you will again relate to this video, and I wish you all the best for your job opportunities and every other thing. And if you have any specific questions, you can always reach out to me in the comment box. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and family who are planning to come to Canada, and I'll try to make these videos more often. So with this, sign off and be safe from coronavirus, and wish you all a very happy Diwali. Take care. Goodbye.